take it back. Take it back. Well, I've been told by to take it back, and they all say to take it back. To take it back like before. Now, I don't call this a reason. I just call it believing in myself. Take it back. Take it back. Well, push it back. You're pushing me too far. I love you for.
What's up, throwback boxing fans? I'm gonna do another video on the upcoming fight with Tim Tszyu and Keith one-time Thurman. Just gonna do a little comparison and give you my thoughts on the fight. I'll just tell you up front that I'm a Keith Thurman fan. I think Keith Thurman is good, but let me give you my thoughts on the upcoming fight. Even though I like Keith Thurman, I'm gonna just keep it real, keep it honest, because I'm a boxing fan, and I'll just tell it like it is. Even though I like one fighter over the other, I gotta tell the truth. That's what I do, is tell the truth. But let's go over it real quick. Tim Tszyu, he's from Australia. He's 29 years old. He's 24-0, and he has 7 knockouts. And he's about 5'8", 5'8.5", 5'9", and he has a 71-inch arm reach. And he's a pressure fighter. He just pressures you. His last, let's see, he's been fighting since 2016. His first professional fight was December of 2016. And since then, he's had 24 fights. His last 4 fights were, these guys we don't know. Well, this guy we don't know, but his last 4 fights were against Terrell Gasha, which was in March 2022. Then he was off for a year. I don't know what happened there, but then he fought Tony Harrison. And he got a TKO over Tony Harrison. Everybody knows who Tony Harrison is if you're a boxing fan. For those casuals, you probably don't know who he is. I get a kick out of every time a fight comes on. My wife asks me who's fighting. I'm like, honey, it doesn't matter. You don't know who they are. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. And then so he fought, then he fought in June. So March, April, May, June. So 3 months later, after he beat Tony Harrison, he fought Carlos Ocampo, and he knocked him out. And then July, August, September, October, 4 months later, he fought Brian Mendoza. So he was pretty busy. He had 3 fights within a year. So that's being pretty busy. He's a pressure fighter. His dad is Tszyu. If you know boxing, you know who his dad is. His dad was really good, smaller than him, but he was real good fighter, had a lot of power. And Tim Tszyu, I've seen him fight, man. Dude, I mean, when he was fighting, I said, man, he could possibly beat Jermell Charlo. But they never fought for some reason. I don't know what the heck happened to the Charlo brothers, but they were tough. My son loved the Charlo brothers, man. I don't say he loved them, but he liked them. And man, they were tough, man. You got to admit it, they were tough, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, man. It's a trip. So that's Tim Tszyu. Keith Thurman, he's 30-1, and he has 22 knockouts. Keith Thurman had a good knockout ratio, but once he started fighting the top guys, he had a hard time. He did knock them out. They went the distance, and they were pretty close fights. But these were A-class fighters. He fought Sean Porter. No, well let me show you who he fought. He fought a lot of good dudes, man. He fought Diego Chavez. First of all, Keith Thurman started his first fight was in November of 2007. So he's been fighting for a while now. And I'm not going to name these guys because we don't know who they are. But then we get to he fought a dude named Carlos Quintana, which was a named boxer, in November of 2012, and then he fought Dejan Zabic in 2013, March 2013. Then he fought Diego Chavez and beat him, and I think that's where he fought for a title, and he beat him in July of 2013, knocked him out in the 10th round. Then right after that, he fought another tough dude, which a lot of people don't know who this guy is, but this dude was bad. His name was Jesus Soto Carras, tough Mexican dude. And he fought him in December of 2013. So Keith Thurman fought 4 times in December, in 2013. And he fought some good competition. Well, he TKO'd Soto Carras in the 9th round. And then he fought Julio Diaz, which was, we know who, if you know boxing, you heard of him. Leonard Bundu in December of 2014. Unanimous decision. He fought Robert the Ghost Guerrero, unanimous decision in March of 2015. Then he fought Luis Collazo in 2015, and it was a TKO in the 7th round. But in that fight, Collazo hurt him to the body. But Keith is a warrior. He's never been knocked out, even though he's been rocked. And he's only been knocked down once against Manny Pacquiao, and that was just a flash knockdown. But he's a tough dude, man. You can't take nothing away from Keith Thurman, nothing. I don't know, people don't like him because he, I don't know, the way he talks or whatever. Then he fought, right after he fought Luis Collazo, he fought Sean Porter. He defended his, did he fight? Yeah, he fought Sean Porter. He already had the belt. And he fought Sean Porter. And he was defending the belt, yes. And then that was a 12-round unanimous decision for him. And then he fought Danny Garcia right after that in March. 9 months later, he fought Danny Garcia, and that was a split decision. And that was for a championship too. So then he had 2 belts. Then he fought. He was hurt. I guess his hand was hurt, and he didn't fight till let me see, March 18. So he was off for 2 years, and then he came back and fought Josecito Lopez. And let's stop right there and talk about that fight, because I watched that the other day. I just wanted to see that fight again. And Keith Thurman, he won about 9 rounds. I would say even 10 rounds on that fight. And for some reason, they had one of the judges had it 13-13, which was stupid. But Josecito hurt him really, really bad and beat him down in a round. Was knocking him all over the ring. And it looked like he was going to get knocked out. But then again, Keith one-time Thurman's a tough dude. He withstood it. He gathered his composure. And then he finished the fight. And he outclassed him, man. He beat Josecito. I mean, he was pop shotting him, but good shots though, not just he was hitting him real good. But Josecito's a tough dude, man. I didn't know that he was that tough. I forgot. But it went the distance, and it was a majority decision for Keith Thurman. And then he fought Manny Pacquiao a year later. Or no, he fought Manny Pacquiao 6 months later. And he lost to Manny Pacquiao. That was a close fight. That was a close fight. That was a good fight. Manny Pacquiao did win that fight. Then he fought Mario Barrios, and that was a unanimous decision. I mean, if you guys seen the fight, he whipped him. He whipped him. The only tough fight that he was in that I could say that he lost was Manny Pacquiao. The rest of them, man, he won. So for us, for anybody to say that this ain't no good fight, I don't know, man. They don't like boxing, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna tell you who I pick. I want Keith Thurman to win. He's gonna be the underdog. So if I do bet, I'll make some money if he wins. And this is how I see the fight going. I see Keith Thurman, if he goes 12 rounds with Tim Tszyu, Keith will win. He's gonna outpoint him, man, because he's that good. But if it goes to a stoppage, I see Tim Tszyu stopping him, because Tim Tszyu is bigger than what's his name? Josecito Lopez. Tim Tszyu is bigger than him, and he fights like Josecito Lopez. He's a come forward pressure fighter, and Keith Thurman could knock him out, and he was lighter than Tim Tszyu. So I don't think Thurman's gonna knock out Tim Tszyu. But if it goes the distance, I have Keith Thurman. If it doesn't go the distance, Tim Tszyu is going to be the one to stop Keith Thurman. And that's the way I see the fight. I'm excited for that fight. I want to see that fight. I'll buy that fight. I don't really care about the dumb Rolly Romero and Pitbull Cruz. They're both garbage. Pitbull Cruz lost his last fight. They gave it to him. Rolly Romero is just a trash fighter, man. I don't care if people think he's funny. I think he's a freaking goofball, man. And then he doesn't want to fight any of the top guys. He doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. He said he'll never fight Teofimo Lopez. All he's going to do is fight these. He'll do rematches. He'll do, I don't know what the heck, man, PBC. I don't know. They just want to keep that belt. So it's going to be hard to take that belt from him. They're probably going to end up stripping him because he doesn't want to fight the top guys. And he talks a lot of crap like he's real good. He's garbage. He's garbage. But that's my analysis on this fight. Keith Thurman he's 35 years old. He's they say he's 5'9", but he's not no 5'9". He's about 5'7", 5'8", and he has a 69-inch arm reach. But yeah, man, this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, who else? Nobody else is coming to the table that they want to make fights happen, man. But hey, we should all be happy that there's going to be two named fighters that are going to fight. And I don't understand people why they're dogging this fight. But anyways, what do you guys think, man? Do you think Keith Thurman has a chance? Do you think Keith Thurman, if he goes the distance, will he win? Or do you think even if it goes the distance, Tim Tszyu will win? Or do you think Tim Tszyu is going to knock him out? That's that. Tell me what you think. This is Throwback Boxing. Please comment, share, subscribe. This is my third video. I'll probably do another one on some upcoming fights. Maybe I'll do one on Rolly Romero and Pitbull Fat Cruz. Because he's out of shape, man. Did you see him at that press conference? Don't get me wrong. I hope Pitbull wins, man. I'm going for Pitbull, but who cares, man? Who cares at this point? But yeah, tell me what you guys think. And this is another video from Throwback Boxing. My name's Frank. And God bless you. And on to the next.